Hello, I'd like to welcome back to Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. I'm a bit off today, you might have noticed that in the other video. It's two things. My cavities are clogged, so my head feels a bit stiff and then foggy. Today we're scaling the mechanical tower. And, yeah. Scaling the mechanical tower. It takes about 6 minutes. I thought it took longer, but that is just because I spent like 30 minutes grinding for the mirror course from the Wacky Doodle ladies. Always the mechanical tower that Medusa heads make their appearance. I guess it makes sense considering the obstacles. There's not a lot of rotating platforms. Those are usually a staple, but the most rotating platform I see are the ones on which the Magnuses are fixed, but otherwise not so much. So this, every level you get 2 more Medusa heads. I think the pattern also slightly changes. I don't know. But here I grind! They drop them about every single time. So it's very easy to get to level 50 to level 3, which requires about 30 of them. It also gets me a bunch of attribute points. Look at that, I have the mirror cruise. Yay. I don't know what it said. Kudos. Yeah, petrification protection. It's not bad, considering that the yellow ones will inflict it, and they tend to pop up every once in a while. Not to mention there's a couple other enemies. Otherwise, I don't know. Whenever I see a game and a status isn't very common, I'm always like, why would you want this? Even in Dark Souls, it's like, oh, well, poison only happens in these few areas. I guess I can just equip it there, but otherwise... Well, actually, Curse was useful. I needed that when I was fighting Seath. I really needed that Curse protection. Because I had nothing else. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. It's got a good range, and it does decent enough damage that it's not awful. It's probably most efficient against projectiles you can break. And yes, I could be breaking all these spikes with Arma Machina. It's not a great mask. It's actually worse than my helmet. Oh, my head, man. It's like, it doesn't hurt, it just kind of throbs, and it's really awkward. We're not going left. Left is where big important things are happening, and I'm not messing with that right now. Ugh. I feel so tired. Muh. Muh. I still like, these are pretty much the only cogs you see. Then again, I adhere to my theory that they just ran out of game. They didn't have any game they could use to put stuff in to add new content, so they just reuse everything like crazy. And again, we'll get to that. We'll get to Symphony of the Night, which manages to keep originality flowing for the most part. Here it just gets kind of, okay, this is the area that does that really fast. Hardcore is actually originally... I wonder if it's a 1-to-1 conversion. If it is, it's not great. I wonder if it protects against the Death Ring. I should try that. Because we get the Death Ring pretty soon afterwards. They only have 1 experience. They only have 1 HP. They're terrible. I need to remember to go back to the village and buy some things. I don't need them for the death fight because I'm gonna have to do. The Death Ring is actually pretty good if you're going for the medal because you'll die if you get hit anyway, and you're not gonna get the medal if you get hit. So that 44-point bonus across the board is amazing. There it is. So these are based on tarot cards. That's why they're called Ring of the. Look at those those are huge differences. Don't know why I want Mind and Constitution, since you're gonna die in 1 hit anyway. It's kind of like giving someone the ultimate shield, but it also makes them die in 1 hit. So I'm probably not gonna be wearing that thing. Too risky for me. I tagged too many hits. Oh, man. My lips are so dry too. Ugh. It's like my body has issues absorbing water properly. No, I don't. Yeah, whatever. You don't want to hear that. Like, I like this. I think this is pretty neat. But it only really works a few times, and then just gets like, oh, this is how I do stuff. Oh, she's such a sad banana. And next time we're gonna fight Death after getting his ring. As usual, I will do the medal run off screen. And so far, he seems a bit typical. Size flying everywhere, that kind of stuff. Bye bye!